and how they can regulate it so that we don't have people in government potentially making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of whacking world leaders.
Yeah, it's complicated and simple. Complicated in the way that I also recall that people, in Congress were basically using Mark Zuckerberg literally for like tech support in that hearing. I recall that part.
Yeah.
In this case, the complication is real. It's a complex concept, as I've tried to explain. But at the same time, the simplicity here is pretty obvious. We're looking at the sports betification of everything. And so my background is in sports, and I've seen the way that insider trading, that corruption of integrity happens when you introduce incentives legally that did not exist before, right? Because the question, as always, is how tight is your OPSEC, right? To quote Pete Hegseth's Signal Chat. Is your OPSEC clean? And I would say that that example is only one of many plausible cases where it is probably historically terrible. And so if you're Congress, the question is, do we want to go speed into a brave new world in which we have no control over the way in which conflicts of interest have now been introduced into the very governance of the most sensitive and important issues in front of us as a country? Or do we want to do the thing, which I think is politically probably the most dangerous part of all of this, and say to a lot of would-be voters who are dudes who we want to otherwise demonstrate, hey, bros in America, like, come vote for us, that actually you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't just sports bet on literally everything.
Really quickly, do you have a prediction of who is MAGA my man?
This is
I
very
would say that when it comes to Donald Trump Jr.'s boys, his MAGA men, to translate this even more deliberately, frankly, I think there are too many possibilities to name.
I think you got to put down money on that one.
Very well
Otherwise,
said.
You know, if you don't have skin in the game, we don't believe you.
That's a very good point.
Pablo Torre, thanks
Great
so
to see
much.
you, Pablo. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Next, what the